Thank you for joining this conversation. I'm sure we'll really have a meaningful conversation today. So, to begin with, what inspired you to start working in the mental health space?
Well, there is a backstory where I think few years back I used to not understand what mental health is. I think I would say it never rang on my ears that there's something called mental health and we need to take care of our mental health. But in 2016, I would say that was my rebirth when my ex-husband had left me. I lost my job. I was into rented house where I had to pay EMIs not just for me, but also like for my husband. And it was like a deadlock for me. The
Okay.
only thing that I had was just to kill myself because if there is no money, there is no job. Like how can I sustain? And I remember
Yes, I
clearly.
can understand and I can to absolutely relate to it. And I'm sure a lot of viewers will relate to this.
Yes. And I was emotionally so down that I was not in a position to even, update my resume and sit for an interview. So that was my state. And I was just lying down like a vegetable one day and then I realized that is this really my life gonna be like, is this really the end? And
Hmm.
suddenly I was just watching a web series called Vampire Diaries, which is very famous. And there was a character of Barney, and she's a witch and she creates a magical spell. And that's when I started questioning, like, is this really like magic exist in this world? Or it's something like just for movies and televisions?
Okay.
And then I started browsing through key how can I learn magic class and all those things. And then I found out something called Reiki healing, pranic healing, which is related to magic. And what I realized is I have been, meeting a lot of people, say astrologers. I've gone to temple and they all say ki, we will do things for you. And I got
Hmm.
cheated also. Like I have given a lot of money to get my husband back and become that good wife that I thought I was. When I saw this ad for Reiki healing, uh,
Okay.
glad my brain worked. And what I felt was ki, I'm not going to take a session. I'm going to learn this because at least I would know that whether these kind of things are real or not. Because in the
Okay.
workshop they will tell what are these, and if it is not, at least I know I'm not going to go for any astrologer or any magic or anything else, and I'll see what next to be done. And that's where I started my first healing journey to change my life. And the best thing was I didn't have money, right? I said, and the class price was 2,500, which said that it is including lunch and morning and evening tea. So I was like, wow, okay,
Okay.
iska jugaad ho gaya. Mera aaj ka din ka. I'll learn also, and I'll get free food, and that's how I went there. And
Okay.
when they
Great.
started giving all the concept, like they started relating our life with magic and with all the storytelling and everything, I started realizing it, yes, like this is something that I never understood. Like example, when you say you hit your head or there's a
Yes.
cut, what is the first thing that you do? Our first instinct is we touch our head immediately,
Yes.
and we feel a little bit of
Absolutely.
relaxation. If there is a cut, we do is we touch our hand. Sometimes even blood stops, right? So that's
Hmm.
our natural instinct to heal
Yes.
ourselves, and we never know it, but we know we have to touch it. So when I started joining that, they started uncovering. I saw like that's it, like that's my starting point, where after that I started getting job, I started getting a lot of things, like everything starts rolling into the places, and that's when I thought, yeah,
Absolutely.
that's my
Absolutely.
start.
Okay, that's great. I think a lot of people will relate to this and they will learn something from this. And okay, as you have said that about the instinct part, do you see a difference in how educated and non-educated people
Hmm.
see mental health issues? And you have also said one very beautiful thing. For example, अभी for example मेरी सर दर्द हो रही है या फिर I have a back pain, I'll straight away say someone else,
Yeah.
या फिर मैं डॉक्टर को कंसल्ट करूंगी, I need to
Yes.
go to the I need to rush to the doctor.
Yeah.
But do you think when it comes to mental health issues, people hesitate a lot?
Yes. Exactly. See, the reason people hesitate is because we were not taught. We were taught to take care of our physical health. We were taught you should brush
Hmm.
every day for your teeth. You should take bath to cleanse your body.
Hmm.
You should drink, otherwise you will feel thirsty. So all physical aspects were taught to us. Like imagine one day if you don't brush your teeth, you cannot even start your day. It's the
Yes,
it's the
absolutely.
memory cell that is there. But nobody taught us how to take care of our mind. Nobody taught us that every morning or every night you have to flush things that is there in your subconscious mind. So that is
True.
why for us it's like a skill set, new skill set. They feel it's like a luxury. Okay, if it is
Hmm.
necessary I'll use it, otherwise I will not. And I also had the same thing, but it changed. Now your second question was educated and non-educated, right? I would say non-educated people are much aware than educated people,
True.
because non-educated people, without even understanding what they're doing, they still know they have to live their life, they have to earn money, they have
Yes.
to move forward. They, even if you will see slum वगैरह में झगड़ा वगड़ा करते, बहुत झगड़ा करते, ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ हो जाएगा.
Hmm.
नेक्स्ट डे यू आर बैक, दे आर बैक टू बिजनेस. वो कभी ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि मेरा डिप्रेशन हो गया, मेरे ये हो गया. दे आर एक्चुअली गोइंग विद द फ्लो.
Hmm.
But for
Yes.
us, we have so much agenda, so much issues. Education also, even though education is a boom, but there are other places where too much information makes us, I would say, dumb.
Yes. We sort of forget the path. The right path is not shown.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're the founder of the Life Alchemy, and also you took the initiative to start Nishanda the Wellness. So, what do you have to say about it? Tell me something about your upcoming event as well.
Sure. So, life alchemy, as I mentioned, that when I started changing in my world, I started seeing that there are so many things, misconceptions about mental health, and energy is something which people are not aware of it. And when my friends, my family started telling that they have this problem, that problem, and I'm like, I can really do it. Like I have been there and I've changed it. I can change people's life. And that's when
Hmm.
I started doing this as a profession. And that's when I started, I founded Life Alchemy Coaching. My my aim is to get people understand that when you are conscious, like conscious as in not the negative conscious, when you are aware, when you are
Hmm.
conscious, conscious eating, conscious living, conscious walking, conscious talking, your life actually gets sorted. And
True.
that's our
I
my
agree
main
with that.
foundation. Yes, exactly. Now talking about Nishanda, I do a lot of retreats, like summertime and the winter time. Usually I do two retreats, but this is the first time what I realized is I never did anything to my hometown, Guwahati.
Hmm.
And I thought, why not, this is the good time, maybe I can try. And then, we all have, when we see suffering, say, we see poor, they're suffering something, or we see animals when they're suffering, and we are very busy with our work, right? We just dream that someday I will do something for them. But when
Hmm.
is that someday? That someday doesn't come, right? And that's how I decided, no, I should not wait for someday. This is the time I think I should do something there. And that's how I created this wellness festival, where four of our wellness facilitators are have been volunteering to show. There will be around 20, 21 plus kinds of wellness activities all the four facilitators
Okay.
are bringing in, and to
Okay.
promote the wellness. Secondly, to ensure that the fund that we raise through the participants, we donated to a trust called Kalpavriksha Trust, who is
Okay.
working for underprivileged, the street vendors, which basically their families. their children. So they are working with their education and bringing a reading culture in Assam. So that's
Okay,
these
that's
are the
great.
two things.
Kudos to you. I think you're really doing a great job. As you have said about habits, so I have observed
Hmm.
people that there are few peoples who are very much aware about what they are going through, and there are a certain amount of people who are not aware of like what they are going through. But the people who are aware, still they avoid all this and they start escaping from the symptoms or escaping from the feeling they have.
Yeah.
So either they'll start sleeping a lot, either they'll start alcohol, smoking, or they'll go into junk foods and all. What do you have to say about it? That how unhealthy it is and how to maintain a healthy lifestyle which can impact their own mental health issues also.
You know, that this is a trending thing for women and men both, like from several generation. You got to be strong. You have
Yes,
to be
true.
strong. Okay. And this strength to show that I am strong, it brings in so many things that we hide it because we need to be
True.
strong. And we were taught when you are strong means nothing should affect you. And if
Effective.
one day also, if I start getting vulnerable, they're like, come on, you're not weak, you are strong. You should work on it, you should handle it. So this is also like a rat race to show
Yes,
that we are emotionally strong, right?
strong.
Now, to make sure that we have that image of strength, we start hiding our emotion in the form of, say, partying, or stress eating, or just going to sleep. But the repercussion is you are showing you're strong, but internally you are dying within. And
Yes,
that's when, things like cancer, like so many health issues happen. It starts with emotions that are hidden in your body parts, and then it shows the physical thing, as a cancer, as a tuberculosis, and all kinds of
absolutely.
disease.
And
Yeah.
I think people are very much hesitant about it because the way the other people react to it. I think, for example, in middle class families, you will see if the child is saying, कि mama मुझे depression है, I'm very depressed, or I'm facing panic attacks or anxiety attacks. I think the parents, just because they are not aware, they react in a way that the children themselves are getting like, no, no, I can't show this thing, or I can't
Yes.
express, I'll have to pretend.
Yes. and i
So they
and
keep
I
it
have
within
also
them.
seen some people saying कि अरे तू तो तेरे को क्या टेंशन है यार, यू आर सच अ स्मॉल किड,
Exactly.
टेंशन हमें
Yes.
होती है, तुम्हारा क्या टेंशन है, नहीं नहीं नहीं, you should work on it. So yeah, that's the thing, unfortunately.
And I think this conversation is to make people aware that regarding that, I'll say you one instance.
Hmm.
There was one very educated woman. She was a single mother, and her daughter was facing a lot of betrayals in her life
Hmm.
through friendships. I think she had a partner, he betrayed her a lot. And सबका कैपेसिटी अलग अलग होता है.
Hmm.
उसका कैपेसिटी इतना था, एंड उसको जो भगवान ने इतना कुछ सहने को दे दिया वो इतना था.
Okay.
And I know her through a common friend, and she tried her level best to express it to her mom,
Hmm.
but she did not understand when she was alive, and then one fine day she just gave up. And her mom later on, she felt it, and she felt that what her mistake was. She didn't even give her daughter time, and I understand that. And being a single mom, I try my level best that despite my work, I try to focus on my son's or my child's mental health as well. It is very much important. सबका काम
Yes.
होता है, but it is very important to focus on their mental health, and you should be
Exactly.
aware of it. बाद में regret करके फायदा नहीं है उस चीज का.
Yes, exactly. See, that's exactly like you said. Maybe you didn't learn how to take care of your mental health,
Hmm.
but when as soon as you understand the value of mental health, you need to break the pattern. If your parents
Hmm.
were not conscious enough to teach you this, you need to be conscious to break this pattern. right? Not
Yes,
all
absolutely.
the difficult things that is coming from generations has to be passed through people to people to people, right? And that's where breaking pattern works. We all are conditioned so many things from the childhood. It's like an injection, like everything that we
Hmm.
operate, it is injected in us. And breaking that pattern is not easy, but it is
Easy,
possible.
exactly.
It is always possible, but you have to go uh, beyond what you already know and try to learn
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, and I think deep down it's all in our hand. We can do whatever
Exactly.
we want.
Exactly.
And still, people are educated. Still, they don't want to change certain things.
Yeah.
They are on that same loop. They don't want to come out of all that. And yes, tell me more about your therapies, which you like practice, and what do you do to heal? Like, what are your
Sure.
ways, natural ways?
Sure. So, see, primarily I do three main things. One is Reiki healing. One is access consciousness, access bars, and third is shamanism. Right.
Okay.
Apart from that, I also take one-on-one counseling sessions. I come up with some specialty classes, like, this month, I have, yesterday there was a movement class. So how do you release the energy through movement? um,
Okay.
Today I have a tarot card workshop. So every
Okay.
month there are a couple of things which is specific. Imagine, like, example, Valentine's Day time, I come up with how to practice self love, 7 days of
Hmm.
self love practices. So there
I'll
are,
come for that.
sure, you're welcome. I wish we knew before. So, but
Okay.
anyways,
Yes, continue.
so yeah, so depending on what, it's just I channelize a lot of energies, and depending on what is the
Hmm.
need, I come up with a lot of such kind of ways of living where you can practice this, and you do see a visible change in your life.
Okay. That's great. Okay. Tell me one or two habits
Hmm.
for the youth, especially the Gen Zs, that like how to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and two or three habits which they can adapt for to take care of their mental health.
Okay. See, first of all, there is a lot of high key Gen Zs are like someone, they have a short tolerance, and they are
Hmm.
unaware, but actually they are the most intelligent out of the entire
Yes. They are aware about
generation.
everything.
Yes, they are aware, they are vulnerable. That's why they
Hmm.
react very fast, but
Hmm.
they don't react like rejecting you. They react if they are not comfortable. And that's what
Yes.
we want people. Voice out if you're not comfortable rather than telling that, oh, I need to adjust, I need to sacrifice. Gen Zs, they know more than even what I can tell. Like, I have
Yes.
to go through classes to learn this. And they, by
Hmm.
birth or itself, they know what needs to be done.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So only one thing I would suggest Gen Zs are, uh, whenever you feel things aren't working, it is good to voice out, but don't be
Absolutely.
impatient.
Hmm.
See if there is a way to fix that or not. Like, give one another chance, and if that can
Hmm.
be fixed, because things can be fixed, right? Have patience. Uh, if you try one or twice and it didn't work, it is good that you walk out. So I think that's
Hmm.
one thing I want to tell Gen Zs, but they are all good enough, better than us.
For example, what
I
do you need to say if I am struggling? What do you need to say? What do you have to say to me? Like,
say, first you need to acknowledge that you are struggling.
hmm.
Okay, accepting it becomes such a big story. Like,
Hmm.
we all like to help others, like, oh, this person needs help, I can help. Are you helping yourself? You're not. You just feel that, oh no,
Hmm.
I don't have an issue. Even though, for me, like, I, as an example, I would say, even though I practice all of this every day, yet by end of the day when I'm done with it, I do declutter the energy. I do work on and all the emotions. I do things like, say, somebody has hurt me on the day, the night I
Hmm.
ensure that I don't carry forward. Okay, it is like,
Exactly.
mind bath that I do every day. So
Hmm.
accept that mental health is not those extreme time where, when you're depressed, then only you have a mental health issue.
Hmm.
Mental health
I
is
agree.
not an issue. Mental health is like physical health. Physical health you need to maintain. Same as mental health. It has
Mental
to be
health.
a way of life. You have to practice
Hmm.
at least something, like any small thing itself brings change in your mind. So
Hmm.
millennials, at least bring that small change.
Absolutely. As you said that, not to take carry forward like what you had, I'm sure you do counselings and all. When you take a lot of energies, when
Hmm.
you listen to them,
Hmm.
do you think that it sort of takes you back to what you have experienced or what you have
Hmm.
faced?
Not
Does
really.
that happen to you?
Specific to for me, it is not. But
Hmm.
yes, when certain things come into my life, I do sometimes get that, yes, this is the area where I have not completely healed. There is a trigger point. It's like example, I can say, like 2 months back, there was a client who came with an office issue. Okay, like,
Hmm.
manager is not good and all. I also have the similar office issue when I go to my corporate, right?
Hmm.
So it doesn't get impacted, but it is an indication that, yes, hey, you know what? You also still don't find well when you go to office. So this is something you need to work
Hmm.
on yourself, you know?
Hmm.
So
Okay.
as soon as you start understanding, if you are counseling someone, it doesn't mean that you are picture perfect. It's just that
Hmm.
you're helping this person to, you can be emotionally stable and be available to the person. But when you go back, you also will have your own things to take forward. So either you do
Yes,
it by
absolutely.
yourself or reach out to other people who can help you at that point of time.
Okay. So, one more thing, a lot of housewife,
Hmm.
especially
Yes.
like working women are dealing with a lot of things, but housewife, once they finish off their work, I think they have a lot of idle time.
Yeah.
And that's when they start overthinking a lot or
Yeah.
they feel depressed. And when they express to their family, they don't understand well. So, what you have to say, like, what will be your advice to them, like how to cope up with that feeling? For example, they don't want to go for doctors, they don't want to do any therapies. What would you like to advise them to do at home just to
Come to
keep themselves?
Nishanda. Come to Nishanda. I'll teach them.
Absolutely,
Okay. So
absolutely.
I'll still tell what they need to do. Okay. Number one, most of the housewife with who I have worked with, they feel that, you know what, I'm not earning, so I have to be under
Hmm.
someone. Okay, if someone is earning and coming from office, they are allowed to express their aggression, their anger. But I am though not working anything, so I should be
Hmm.
just like as of someone who is receiving it, right?
Hmm.
You need to understand that your work doesn't have a holiday, and
Exactly.
and you need to really ensure that you need that holiday time. Yes, maybe working people has weekend. Okay,
Hmm.
can you at least take once in 6 months 1 or 2 days of your off time? At least,
Hmm.
I'm just saying one. It is possible. You, if you yourself don't want to go there, if you yourself say that नहीं नहीं, if I मैं अगर 2 दिन छुट्टी ले लूंगी तो मेरा बच्चा कैसा खाएगा, मेरा पति कैसे रहेगा, and all of that, then there is an issue with you.
Hmm.
Okay.
They don't want to come out of their comfort zone, to be very
Yes,
honest.
yes, yes. And there is, because there is no point of saying कि मेरे लाइफ में ये चल रहा है वो चल रहा है. The math people will come is, हाँ, मैं समझ रही हूँ बेटा, ध्यान रखना. But अगर if तुम्हें really change करना है, you are the one who has to step forward. Say
Hmm.
I am doing my advertisement कि, I offer this that. No, मैं किसी को बांध के रख के मैं नहीं उसको change कर सकती. That part has
Hmm.
to be done by the person itself, right? So housewives, I want you guys to understand that you deserve a break. You need a break because you are the
Hmm.
foundation of her house. Okay,
Exactly.
gift this to yourself. Give that break, yearly 2 breaks without anyone, 1 or 2 days, or go for a, a women trip or anything. But you deserve this break. give this.
At least not अगर women trip भी नहीं, at least for yourself, with
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes.
Me time is very, very important for
Yes.
everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so tell me about the event. कब है
Hmm.
and कहाँ पे है? थोड़ा बहुत information if you can give to the viewers who are
Sure.
watching from Guwahati and if they can visit the wellness festival.
Sure. So the Wellness Festival is happening between 21st to 24th August, 4 days.
Hmm.
Venue will be in Guwahati. We are still finalizing the venue, but it will be mostly
Okay.
in outskirts, either Mirja, Sonapur or Popitora. So these are the places, because I really want people to cut out from their regular life, stay in
Hmm.
that serene kind of place and work on it. For facilitators, I'll be taking care of all emotional healing, heart healing, energy detox, touch therapy, ancestral healing, your past trigger points, your changing your daily routine. How can you handle your emotions daily? So these are the things that I'll be taking care. There's one more facilitator. His name is Sar Kashyap. He's taking care of power yoga, functional exercises, and animal flow. Fourth facilitator, her name is Sheetal Joshi. She's a yogi. She will take care of Ashtang yoga, Iyengar yoga. There
Okay.
is one more person. Her name is Khushbu Shah. She is coming
Hmm.
with the sound healing. She's bringing the African drum. You all can,
Oh,
you will.
great.
Everyone will have their own drum. We will facilitate that.
Okay.
So with drumming and with that sound, how can you connect to the earth, connect to the nature, and do your emotional healing? So, totally in 4 days, you can experience 21 types of healing and mental healing, body healing, and all. So, imagine how many varieties we are bringing in, and you can just
Hmm.
see, like, you can, it's like a, market for you. It's an opportunity.
Okay.
So, that's what
I
it
think
is.
I really agree with you. A lot of people ask me that why have you shifted to Punjab in such a small village? You stay
Hmm.
there. I think I was also going through a lot, and when I came here, when I shifted here,
Hmm.
the only thing which sort of healed something in me, that was the nature, because you know how Punjab rural areas are, and
Yes.
something at least 100% में 20% नेचर ने ही हील कर दिया है. सो आई थिंक यू आर
Yes.
वेरी मच एक्यूरेट अबाउट इट कि थोड़ा सा सीरीन प्लेसेस में जाके व्हेन वी स्टार्ट डूइंग द थेरेपीज आई थिंक इट विल बी अ ग्रेट आइडिया. And
Exactly.
viewers who are watching, please go attend the event. And those who are specially going through something, please go and attend the event. I think you will have a great time.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much. It was a great conversation. To be very honest, I also learned a lot from you.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you for having me. I mean, uh, I d- the kind of these kind of responses, like, podcasts and all, these are the great platform for people to get information. Even people like me
Yes,
also, where I can share about things. If Especially for those, say, if they cannot afford certain things, at least through these conversations they can bring changes in
yes.
their life. So I really thank that you are creating this platform, like a gift to those who need it.
Thank you so much. That was really sweet of you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.